I'm getting invited to the party already. I think I have forgotten what event they've won. Oh, wait, no, maybe they won week 1? Wait, that's opens. I want master. I think they won week 1. Yeah, this is what they won. They won week 1, not week 4. They won week 1 of this month. And then that's been it. And it didn't help them in the major. It didn't help them anywhere else. So that was all kind of rough. Lethal versus Zaid. That's the big matchup. I mean, I agree. Caveman Ben's writing. That's the matchup everyone's been waiting for in, you know, the game chat. I 100% agree. It is a battle of subs. Although Zaid, I guess, you know, could be starting if they can't find someone to sort of step in. That would be interesting. I'm very curious to see where that goes. Either way, we're cutting to the pitch now. We're getting ready to go. Renegades in blue. Mindfreak are in orange. It is a best of 5 win, and you are in that top 8. Lose, and, well, you get a second chance in the loser bracket. So, not the end of the world if you don't come out on top, but still, you definitely want to win this one. As we are looking to kick this bad boy off. Zaid versus Ben on the kickoff. Fever goes straight for the demo onto Zaid, and that's going to open a door for Lethal, who goes for a reset, gets 2 defenders to bite, but isn't able to put it through. Now, let's see how much the Lethal effect is going to come into play. Watching a bit of the Renegade stream before, they are feeling very loosey-goosey today. They're very relaxed, they're very calm, they're having fun, but that could mean unorthodox play could really throw them off, and that is that Lethal effect at times. Double commit in the goal will actually lead to a whiff from Caveman Ben. Zaid tries to get possession. CJ tried to steal it off of him, and in the end, that leads to a Mindfreak clear. Very disorganized defense leads to a very disorganized attack, and that is the Lethal effect that I am coining. So, see what happens right here. Even though it was Caveman Ben Smith that actually threw everyone off. So, I mean, learning from his coach, I suppose. One Caveman Ben. Ball still in the air. Kami going to be able to collect. Drive it all the way towards that corner. Tried to find the pass, but Lethal catches it. Ben with the backward touch causes CJ to miss. Pass to Lethal. Back over to Fever. Shot goes underneath, and that's the 1-0 lead for Mindfreak. So that was a beautiful case of passing right there. Just a nice little 1-2 punch. Fever to Lethal and back to Fever. One defender, I believe it was Zaid. And Zaid, even though he did a really good job defensively against Wazoo from what I saw, just unable to sort of stop that 2v1 attack. The attacking Mindfreak side is going to be a bit more dynamic than Wazoo. No offense to that lineup, but they should be that next level. And whenever Fever is allowed to press forward, good things do happen for Mindfreak. I've been seeing him on the attack a fair bit more this month than what we saw last month, and as a result, the team has been having more success. I don't feel this is a coincidence. I just feel it's a more comfortable position. Ben's got to drill that. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing. Had an open pocket on the top right of the corner, but wasn't able to drill it through. Ben with the second chance immediately shut down by Zaid, who got that dunk from above. You'll love to see it as Lethal tries to find a pass. Fever kind of getting in his way. Lethal eventually just throws himself at the ball. Not too much follow-up. Team not having too much trust in Lethal's attack. They will stay back for the Zaid push, although getting underneath it was Kami trying to drive a bit more attacking pressure. They won't find too much on the tail end of that. 3 minutes remaining. Caveman Ben puts another shot on, but it's not going to turn it into a goal just yet. Deep pass from Kami down to CJ as things continue here. It's going to be Lethal with possession of the ball. Bit of a pass back over to CJ. Forward to Lethal. No shot yet. Housemate was banging on my window for some reason. We're going to have a talk after the game. Shot from Ben, but not quite going to be in the goal. Lethal following through. It's a light tap, and with too many defenders in the box, it won't go in. Caveman Ben back pass to Fever. Ball is held up high. Kami doesn't want to chase it. Left it for Zaid, but Zaid couldn't really win the challenge, so Kami still winds up having to do the dirty work and finds that deep clear. Awkward touch. CJ's there. That's got to go in, and it does. 1-1 game for the Renegades now as they bring it back. Fever, just an awkward touch. It looked like Zaid had that read. And that's going to be a nice equalizing goal for the Renegades. Hey, though, Pros Jose 831, how you doing, dude? And hey, Rhaegar, yeah, that was a pretty shot. I'm assuming that was that pass play before. Kind of got wrapped in the game as we see a nice little setup to Kami underneath. Fever is going to be able to make a save right there. Zaid unable to chase that one up. Still a 1-1 game as CJ tries to play the corner. Caveman Ben there to challenge. Gets a weaker touch. Kami shot saved by Fever. And Caveman Ben Continues to play that corner. Next touch by Caveman Ben. Goes to the challenge in the air against Zayd and won't be able to follow through from there. Kami, nice little demo onto Fever. Now opens the door for CJ. Slow press forward. Nikes makes one defender miss before trying to find Zayd on the pass, but defense has the read. Now on the counterattack, Lethal needed a bit more power behind that touch, as it did look like the Renegades were able to fall back. Very pass-heavy game until Zayd gets the breakaway. That's going to be the goal. First defender missed, and I want to see who that was again. It looked like Caveman Ben was underneath, but it was Lethal. It was the sub, and in the battle of Zayd versus Lethal, the marquee matchup, Zayd strikes first in this blossoming young rivalry, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead for the Renegades. With only 90 seconds left to play, Lethal not really going to connect on any pass with the ball that low. Need to get more height. Height like what Kami just put on this one. CJ not in spot to follow through. And instead we see Lethal take it back the other way. Kami tries to play through the corner. Makes one attacker miss from down below. That's the touch that nearly goes in. CJ forced to make a save. As we get to our final minute of play, not to sound like a broken record on this stream, but there's no team that I trust from behind any more than the Renegades. This team, always in these kind of positions right now. So many times we've seen them pull out that equalizer, but they can't let this shot go through. Touched by, I believe that was Fever. Gets it back to the corner. Lethal tries to follow it through. Lighter touch back towards the middle. Kami catches it. CJ is going to be forced to chase. Gets one touch. Gets the second. Playing through that corner. Fever downs the ball underneath Caveman Ben. Awkward spot. Has to use a lot of boost just to get any momentum. Kami tries to slow it down, but Lethal's there. Has a touch on Zayd, who's able to recover and make that save. Great individual effort from Zayd yet again. On defense, Zayd has been looking so strong, both in the last series and in this one, and I think moving through this tournament, he's going to be a player to watch for sure. 20 seconds to go. Game number 1. Kami looking to put this one A. Gets the bump on Fever, but can't get the goal. CJ, awkward touch. Fever nearly got that dunk over the top. That could have been that equalizer. 10 seconds left. Fever desperately trying to open a corridor for his team, but Zayd gets to the ball forced. That forces Lethal and Ben back. Lethal gets the touch. Ball's kept up high. No one underneath except for Kami. Puts it towards the net. It's off the post. Follow through by Zayd. Makes it a 3-1 final score, and the Renegades take game number 1. Very strong game from the Renegades right there. They're going to be happy with that win. We're going to go ahead and adjust our numbers. Quick and easy start for the Renegades. Opening goal went to Mindfreak, but weren't able to bring it back after that. And credit where credit is due. Zayd on defense and on attack looks so good. Kami with those 5 shots as well. I mean, Kami playing frontman, it's kind of typical. But normally he's not the one who really makes those shots, so that's a little surprising. Other than that, though, really impressed with how Zayd performed in that game. I mean, the big play, the highlight play has to be, Zayd getting the move on Lethal, making it the 2-1 game, the go-ahead goal. It's the battle between the Super Subs, and Super Sub Blue comes out first, or Super Sub Renegades in this case, as Kami tries to make a play across the middle. Fever open net as Kami demoed the wrong Mindfreak member. Fever's going to turn that into a 1-0 lead. A very quick goal as we watch this one again. Kami was going for the ball, actually, and Ben just kind of was trying to disrupt as much as possible. 1-0 lead. We saw this game number 1, though, so it's kind of tough to see how much stock you put into this one. Now's the time when I ask, by the way, how is the audio sounding? Just let me know, please, because I'm a little concerned on that one. My mic was acting up before going live. So any feedback whatsoever, good to hear right now. Lethal for Life continuing to put some attacking pressure on. Ben follows it up. That's going to be a 2-1 lead. Audio's fine. Excellent. Love to hear that. I don't know. Like, mics do weird things sometimes where they get, like, incredibly sensitive for no explainable reason. And, like, there is a giant huntsman on the wall. Well, it's not. Actually, it's a small huntsman. But there's a huntsman on the wall next to me, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all right now. 2-0 game. 2-0 game. Zayd's looking to play out of the box right now. Will be a wind-up set up for Fever, who put an actual strike on that Kami to make that save. CJ tries to get across, but isn't able to find his teammate. So Kami once again going to bail the team out. Nice drive up the middle of the field. Ben waiting back there, gets the touch. CJ lets that one get behind him. Fever waiting midfield, tries to connect on to Ben. Back pass, there's Lethal, but Kami has the save. And this is interesting because in the past we have seen Lethal get wins over Ground Zero. Got wins over Cringe. And actually, I think it's more Cringe, not Ground Zero. We've seen Lethal get wins over Cringe. And a lot of times it's probably Lethal kind of throwing his opponents off. That has not been the case in this game. Renegades, I think, playing a bit further back, a bit more defensively, have kind of made it a little tougher for Lethal's unorthodox positioning at times to really be punishing. That is the dream situation for Zayd. Gets his third goal of the series off of a nice challenge right here. Kami off the roof. Gets that second touch to just set up Zayd perfectly right over the top of Fever. Really well played for the Renegade side, and they are back in this one. Yeah, I know, right? CJ, not on a dominance is crazy, and yes, this is a best of 5. And I'm not kissing the Huntsman. That is not going to happen. It actually, now that I look at it, it's a small in terms of Huntsman standards, actually. I'll try to get it on camera after the series ends if it's still chilling, but it's a small Huntsman. It's not a big one. So, I don't think we need to worry too much. It's only like the size of my palm, not the size of my hand, right? Like, we're looking at this, not this. So, we'll be fine. Lethal for life. Gonna try and throw it forward as Kami is there. Gets that nice touch. Actually, he's able to get underneath, and I'm not sure if I answered yes, it is best of 5. Zayd holds it in place. Kami, again, towards the middle. CJ waiting to try and find that strike. The ball will be held up high where Caveman Ben will be able to catch it. Demo in the box leads to a pinch, and Kami gets the equalizer. 2-all game. Oh my goodness. This is why the Renegades always like to play from behind, right? Because they just seem to do better. Sorry, not the Renegades, Mindfreak always likes to play from behind. They just do better in these situations. When they get those first goals, they struggle. Renegades fighting back in this. Lethal swings and misses from underneath. Will lead to Fever with that touch. Zayd able to catch it. Tries to follow it up. Instead just winds up in CJ's possession. Underneath. Everyone's looking, but instead winds up for Kami. Shot on target. Saved by Fever. As CJ with another nice angle. Isn't able to put that one away. Ball goes across the middle of the field. Kami racing back, but Zayd will get there first. Trying to play middle. Caveman Ben again. A little awkward read. Ben kind of struggling in this one, not gonna lie. It seems like Ben's missing a fair few challenges on. I don't want to see a bit more consistency from Ben moving forward. Fever, no! Lethal gets in the way. Lethal was trying to pop it back up for Fever, but wound up downing it instead. A little bit of a miscue right there as Fever will get that demo into CJ. Zayd underneath has to beat out Lethal. Does. It's all up to Ben now, who will keep the ball in the corner. Kami just speeding through there. Tries to find a back pass to CJ. Fever gets there first. Finds Caveman Ben, who now is going to look for that shot. It actually winds up Fever across the middle. Lethal's there, but CJ that much quicker. And CJ still is one of the fastest players in this region. So if CJ gets a zoom in, look out. Even on the Fennec, CJ definitely putting on a bit of a show. Ball in the middle of the field. Lethal gets called off by Fever, who will put it in. And I guarantee you, Lethal was going to take that shot, and Fever was like, no, no, no. Let me take this. I got it. And the coach does the smart thing and hits the brakes. Fever puts it in. Mako beat Direwolves? $130 to go. Okay. Again, there's a surprise team every week, right? That's the rule. Surprise team every week. I guess it's Mako's turn right now. Going for a double. Caveman Ben unable to finish that one off. Lethal tries to play corner but doesn't find too much just yet. Fever pops it up. Kami's forced to chase but isn't able to find too much there. Fever now looking to play that corner. A little bit of a backflip, won't lead anywhere. Finally Fever able to draw some attacking anything. Well, it just leads to the big defensive clear. No, that does not go in. Post makes the save. Ball still in a dangerous spot. Lethal forced to corner it, but that can only buy so much time yet. The attack does miss. Fever tries to have the read on CJ, doesn't quite get it. Kami fakes the back pass, but Lethal says, I don't fall for your fakes. I'll press it forward. Zayd now is going to try to catch it again in that third man position. Zayd trying to sweep, trying to set up teammates. He's going to be going over to Kami. You expect the shot to come from CJ, although Caveman Ben steals it away. That's going to force Zayd forwards, and that forces CJ back. Fever looking for that pass over to Lethal. It's a nice cross-up touch. Ben alone in the goal. Throws it back, but Fever has to hit the brakes, and now Kami has the breakaway, but isn't able to straighten that ball. The pinch from the corner goes way too high for Zayd to corral. Missed opportunity, realistically, for both teams in that situation. As we hit our final 15 seconds, Mindfreak looking to equalize this series up. 10 seconds to go. Renegades on the attack. CJ can't get that spike underneath, but Kami still puts one on target. Caveman Ben holds it in the corner. They'd rather do that play. Force Zayd around. Ball bounces in a dangerous spot. Fever catches it, and that ends the game. Mindfreak taking game number 2 with a solid victory right on back. What is going on with that? That's not what that was supposed to look like. Either way, 1-1 game, 3-2 victory. We're moving on to game number 3. Don't mind me just smacking water bottles everywhere. 3-1, jeez. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy though. Like, that's a pretty big story. Oh, did Dire Wolves drop out? No, I thought Dire Wolves were playing. Ground Zero dropped out. So, we got that. Oh, that's like a month old. I gotta fix that, but yeah, sorry about that. Either way, Zayd forced back on his own corner. Yeah, it's game 3, by the way. I should probably comment on this. Fever tries to connect onto CJ. Instead, it wides over to Kami. This could be a breakaway. Ben in a man versus the world falls for the fake, and Kami puts it through. This is why one man versus the world never really is going to work out. Lethal too far forward. Couldn't do anything in no man's land. I loved that fake from Zayd. Just sets up Kami perfectly to put that in. Renegades up 1-0. So here we go. 4:30 still left. As Fever gets all the way to the backboard, Zayd swinging a miss. Lethal air to corral it. Actually, a good amount of power on that shot, but able to go into his mark. Man, fall through. That is a bang. But the defense holds on. A couple real powerful shots quickly out of Mindfreak. They're really trying to pepper that goal. I like that second touch from Fever. Caveman Ben, though, unable to corral it. And Kami with a nice defensive touch. Eventually does find his way back to Ben. Zayd. Deep clear. Fever goes up for it. Beats out Kami to the ball, but CJ's waiting underneath. Beats Lethal. Ball off that backboard. No one there to take the shot. Zayd pulled away as Lethal will eventually get it back to the Renegades backboard where Kami is waiting. Late flip gets power, but still will be read by the defense. Eventually we see Fever with the ball. Whoa, Ben gets a pinch off the defender. Kami, though, still able to find those avenues. Kami and Zayd are each playing so well right now. Like, these two are definitely looking in sync, and that is a promising sign for the Renegades. For very obvious reason, as Fever tries to play through that corner. CJ able to get there, though, and stop the clear attempt. Caveman Ben holds it in place. Lethal takes a very weird read, and Kami almost makes him pay. Instead, the ball goes the other way. Zayd going to catch it. Lethal super far forward once more, and I feel like Lethal is so keen to get forward and get, like, some of these crazy goals that he got last time. I remember last week, there were so many goals Lethal got just by sitting in the box and allowing Fever to play around him, and it looks like he's going for similar situations to that again, but it just isn't working out. The Renegades defense is playing a lot deeper than what Cringe Society did in that situation, and they're sort of able to read Lethal and keep that ball up and above him, and that's how come a big reason why Renegades are able to find so many of these deeper clears right now. Fever going to follow this one through, touchback down, but it's caught by Zayd. And again, every time it looks like Mindfreak are able to push forward, the Renegades push it back. Ben gets that first save. Zayd gets the shot, caught by Fever. And Mindfreak survives what could have been a 2-0 deficit. Much needed defensive effort right there, as now Fever looking to connect onto Lethal. Pass a bit too wide, though, and the defense will get there. Ben still keeping the attacking pressure forward despite that demo onto Fever. Lethal misses the ball in the air. And now CJ gets that deep clear. Fever able to catch it. Will follow through with the dribble. Coming from underneath. Throws it back over to CJ, but only momentarily. 2:15 still to go. Very tense game for Mindfreak. They don't want to go down 2-1 in this series. CJ does get that deeper clear. We'll be getting to the corner. Now Fever's going to look to chase from underneath. Gets a light touch, throwing it towards the box, but Zayd's able to catch it. CJ keeps it up in the air. Fever trying to race underneath, but fortunately you got your third man Lethal there to make the catch. And it's good to see Lethal back in third man. I want to see more third man Lethal. I'm not going to lie. I feel like that could be his stronger role in this situation. Him getting very aggressive has been punishing them quite a bit. Zayd, though, when he pushes forward, tries to make something happen. Fever, though, follows it up. And now you got Caveman Ben, just CJ to beat. CJ still able to make that read. Ball goes over Lethal's head. Fever able to catch it. Now Zayd should have a read and keeps that ball held up high. Again, forcing Lethal back without making a touch on the ball. How many points does Lethal have? Yeah, 86. Okay. Oh, no, he got a touch right there. Sets up CJ, and that'll make it 2-0. There you go. But, hey, Lethal got 88 points now. 2 points for that pass to CJ to make it a 2-0 lead. Kind of fitting a lot of twos, because now it could be a 2-1 lead for the Renegades in this series. Here you go, Lunar. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, wait, you're saying hi to Hype. I feel you. Either way, you know what? You can say hi to Hype as well. Hype's pretty chill. As we continue on with this one. Hey, Cheery, how you going? 1:10 remaining Things looking quite dire for the Mindfreak in this one. Could be dropping down as we hit our final minute of play. Oh yeah, Cheery, I heard you beat the Dire Wolves. Well done, by the way. GG. Lethal shot off the backboard. CJ's going to catch it and drive it back that other way. And again, we're seeing this lob game, and that's not good for Mindfreak. I think Mindfreak really are in a tough situation right now, and now is when you sort of pull those defenders, go aggressive, but instead Lethal drives into the post momentarily. Able to corral it. Doesn't get the pinch he's looking for. Zade's able to follow it through. Connects on to Kami. Across the box. No one quite there. 33 seconds still remaining. Ben gets it to the ceiling. But look at the speed from CJ. He's looking for the waterfall. Fever's able to catch it off the backboard. I like how the Renegades are not letting up right now. They're still trying to add to that scoreboard, but they're not going to find it here. With 20 seconds left, it will be a 2-1 lead for the Renegades. Zade able to muscle it past two defenders, and I continue to be impressed with the performance that Zade is putting out here today. A 3-0 lead for the Renegades. He got 2 touches off of defenders on that, plus has the cutest Steam profile pick in the match right now. Let me double check that. Yeah, it is the cutest. I'm sorry. Penguins with death stares don't really count at Fever. Zade just has you beat on all accounts right now. 8 seconds to go. Defense is going to hold on for our final 5. It's going to be Renegades going up 2-1 in the series. 1 game away from qualifying to that top 8. As Kami looks to nearly own goal that. There we go. 2-1. And Mindfreak, well, they're not dead yet. They can still bring it back. And even with a loss, I just want to double check. Who do they go up against with a loss here? Because with a loss, they will take on either Hazard or Cringe Society. Oh no, you don't want to lose this match. That's a bad time if you lose this match. Cringe Society could be waiting for the loser of this match. That's not fun. So as soon as Zade readies up, we will be able to continue this one. Wait, why did Cheery get deleted? What did you do, Cheery? Oh, the Dire Wolves. Okay, yeah. Don't worry. I don't know why that timed you. Nightbot just hates fun. I've come to that conclusion. Whenever something fun is happening, Nightbot just shuts it down. Just kind of a BM move, Nightbot, not gonna lie. Kind of a BM move. 2-1. Do or die for Mindfreak. Losing this, you go down against Cringe Society, which Lethal has been a bit of a cringe killer in the past, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case yet again. 4:50 still to go. CJ trying to get some attacking pressure on that goal. Going to be caught by Fever. Kami plays that corner as well. Fever again with a nice second touch. Will connect to Lethal. To light, throws it back to Fever. Ball in the corner. K-Ban Ben's got to go up for this, but doesn't have the boost and doesn't feel confident. Fever also may have called him off. No one on defense. Ben misses the net. He tried to slow it down and take his time, but even then couldn't quite corral that bouncer. Very unfortunate play for Ben. That could have been the go-ahead goal for Mindfreak. Instead, we stay at 0-0. Renegades looking for that shot. Zade cannot get it past Lethal, and CJ is thwarted by the patient Fever as Kami continues to attack. Eventually, we do see that clear back. That was such an unfortunate missed opportunity right there for the Mindfreak side. They could have put this one away. Instead, we hit our final 4 minutes. Ball bounces off the roof. Fever didn't quite have the speed to turn that into the shot. So we see Zade caught by Lethal. Kami still playing that corner defense. Gotta watch out. That's a miss, but no one there to punish right away. I like the little tap from Ben at the tail end of it all. Finish your plays. Fever keeping it in the corner. Tries to find Lethal. Gets it past CJ, but can't get past Zade. If that ball was lobbed up high, it would have gone over the top of Kami as well. Another chance perhaps for Mindfreak, but unable to capitalize in those split-second moments. Fever whiffs it, but Lethal underneath will be able to catch it. CJ tries to disrupt, is able to get to the corner, but not sure that was the touch CJ was looking for. Either way, Zade on that third-man roll, able to get that deep clear, and CJ was able to cheat forward. That leaves the ball up to Fever on the backboard to try and make something happen. Kami makes the read. Lethal was stuck in no man's land. Caveman Ben has to race around Kami in order to try and buy some time for the defense to recoup itself. In the end, we still see that CJ pass to Zade off the backboard. Where is Kami? Not there in time. And the 0-0 scoreline will continue. Out of the corner, Kami still trying to make a read on the play from underneath. CJ tries to get to the ball, but won't be able to get there quite fast enough. And that will leave Fever with possession along that wall. Pass back across the middle. Lethal goes up, but Zayd goes up that bit higher. Looks to chase it to the opposite end. Ball shot, target saved by Caveman Ben. Much more defensive game at the moment. Double commit off that backboard. A little bit of chatting going on right now. As we see Kami puts it through the corner. CJ goes up, stopped by Fever from underneath. Now we see Zayd. Again, puts that lobber, caught by CJ off the backboard. Kami from underneath, puts it towards the backboard yet again. This backboard assault, not able to crack the defense, and eventually Ben doesn't actually get that deep touch he was looking for. Lethal tresses too far forward. It's a 3v1. Fever can't come up big, not with CJ barreling down on him and Kami shooting strikers like that. A 1-0 lead for the Renegades, and watch this again. Kami with that shot, but CJ just doing enough to disrupt Fever, it appeared. Gets that one through. 1-0 lead for the Renegade side. And with 2:13 left to play, that is a dire situation for Mindfreak. Again, a loss here, most likely you're against, Cringe Society. Which, I'm still not entirely sure how that happened. Real quick, yeah, Cringe Society, I think they just happened to have an unfortunate loss to Team Process, and that's another attacking situation. Fever now off of that backboard, trying to find Lethal, who is backing up, and again, sort of stuck in no man's land. This time we'll get behind it, but doesn't do enough to throw off Zayd. Caveman Ben in third man, gets one touch, doesn't get the second, but that's okay. Fever still able to make that read. Lethal going up for the shot. CJ able to down it in the box. Fever couldn't quite push underneath. I don't think Fever's playing with any boost right now. Lethal kind of taking all of it in that situation, as Zayd does get the ball over the top of Ben, and another attack thwarted by this Renegade defense, and by Zayd in particular. CJ spikes it in. And with a 2-0 lead, a minute 20 left in play, that could be the dagger right there. Beautiful shot from CJ. 118, no crossbar, no ground. Where is Requiem? So Requiem has work, or uni, one of the two. I think it's actually uni or something. The point is, Requiem can't play during the group stages, but can play during the knockout stage. So if the Mindfreak makes it to the quarterfinals, then you play the stone cold music and smash the windows as Renegade comes pouring back in. But you gotta survive the group stage, and right now that looks like getting past Ground Zero or Renegades. And doing that with the sub, I mean, you would think the odds would be better against the Renegades, but Lethal was able to beat Ground Zero last week, so we'll see what happens moving forward from here. Still time to play. I mean, if Mindfreak gets a quick goal, anything can possibly happen, but Renegades are on the attack right now. Kami tries to slow play it. Ben gets that big driving pass to Lethal, who gets the ball to the backboard. CJ tries to put Ben off target and does enough to stop the initial attack, and Zayd again winning a challenge. Turns it to a shot, won't be able to put it away, but more importantly, eats more of that clock. You have to give the team like 5 seconds to clear it back down, and then another 5 to 10 to score, and with 20 seconds left, I don't think it's happening. It looks like the Renegades are going to knock down Mindfreak to the loser's bracket. 12 seconds left in play. Kami swings and misses, but it matters not. Counting us down to a Renegades victory with the sub. They qualify to the top 8. Really off the back of said sub. Get, Lethal a score in the dying seconds, because why not? I think that was an own goal. I didn't see that one again. No, not really. What? Did Lethal even touch that? Not even sure. Not even sure how that one goes down. Either way, GG's all around. Renegades get themselves the win. They will advance to that upper bracket. And Mindfreak, they're going to go down to the losers, most likely taking on the likes of, I would assume, Cringe Society. They're currently playing Hazard. That said, that's going to do it for me. I kind of got to bounce. I got to get ready for the main broadcast. So be sure to go follow RLO Masters and check them out and what they're going to be doing, because that's where the real action is going to kick off. Joining me is going to be Smite. I'm dragging him along. We're going to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be chill. It's going to be relaxed, but it's going to be a good time nonetheless. Furthermore, I don't know if I'm going to be doing this next week. We will be updating as we go, but this could have been the last week that I'm doing this. So we'll figure things out. AEL's around the corner, so we're going to see what happens. There might be clashes. I don't know what's going to go down. Furthermore, other exciting things, just while I can, QUT stuff is happening. all right? We got stuff happening in QUT. This might be more League of Legends related, but it starts tomorrow, all right? So please follow the Twitter because there's big announcements coming like tonight, tomorrow. You'll see as it happens. It's going to be fun. There's some fun stuff literally tomorrow, and I personally can't wait. Like it's going to be a busy QUT weekend for me. That's going to do it. We're going to go ahead, and I think we are going to oh no, I think that's the worst game you ever played, Lethal. You were terrible. I was We'll chat, Lethal. We're going to figure something else. We're going to figure something out. Oh, you get to play Hazard. Hold on before we sign out. No, it's Hazard. You're playing Hazard, Lethal. Sorry. Hazard. Wasn't expecting that one. That's a bit of a surprise. Oh, wait, no, they updated. All right, yeah, the Huntsman. All right, we'll show off Baby Huntsman, and then we'll do a raid. One sec. I know how to do this. One sec. We're gonna raid. Is Hazard streaming? Yeah, all right, we're gonna raid Hazard, because if they're streaming this. But, as we sign out, we're gonna get that Huntsman. Let's see if we can get him. Again, it's a baby. It's just a little baby Huntsman. Hey, dear. No, alright, it doesn't want on the bat. It doesn't want on the bat. Bye, everybody. Ugh. I'm not killing the Huntsman.